Today we're going to use the multiplicative inverse to solve algebraic equations. So before we even start about what the multiplicative inverse is, we have to identify the multiplicative identity, which is 1. Anything times 1 is itself, anything. So if I do 1 times b, I get b back, right? 1 times 10, I get 10 back, right? So the multiplicative inverse is the number that you multiply to get the identity, which is 1. So anything times itself would give you 1. So to do that, we use what's called the reciprocal, where we flip the number. So for example, the reciprocal for 2/3 is going to be 3/2. We just flipped it, right? And the reason is, if I take 2/3 and I multiply it by 3/2, 2 times 3 is 6. 3 times 2 is also 6, and 6 divided by 6 is 1. So because we got 1, 3/2 is the inverse. What to do about 4? Well, another thing you could do with 4 is you can just pretend that it's 4/1, because anything over 1 is itself. And what's the flip of that? 1/4. And so 4/1 times 1/4 is equal to 1. And something that we do end up doing is just saying, let's just divide this by 4, right? And we kind of draw the over 4, right? So when we do algebraic equations for when we have whole numbers, we don't actually write the whole reciprocal. We just say, let's do the opposite action, which is division. Let me show you. So 4x equals negative 320, right? So I would I have to cancel out this 4, right? Because I want x by itself. So to do that, I would do over 4, which, by the way, this is the reciprocal. But what we're doing instead is saying, what's the opposite of multiply? Divide. And so this cancels out, so we're left with x. And then negative 320 divided by 4, which is negative 80. So now that we have x equals negative 80, we're good. We just have to check to make sure that it's right. So we do a check, and we just plug it in. If x equals negative 80, I put in the negative 80, and then I check to see if it's equal to 320. Put in my calculator, and yep, it's equal to negative 320. Good. Let's do another one. 3/4 times x equals 9. So what I would do is the reciprocal, right? So I would 4/3, and then whatever I do on one side, I have to do on the other. So notice 4's cancel, 3's cancel, and so I'm left with x. Now, how I would do this is whatever's on the bottom is what I'm going to divide, and then whatever's left over, I'm going to multiply. So what's 9 divided by 3? 9 divided by 3 is just 3. This is canceled. It becomes 1. 3 times 4 is equal to 12. So x equals 12. Now I check it. So I put a check. 3/4 times 12 equals 9. And I put it and see if this equals 9. 12 divided by 4 is 3. 3 times 3 is 9. So 9 equals 9. It checks out.